up the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted.
Yes, people. Hopefully you can hear me. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with it. I thought it wasn't here. Sorry, guys. Sorry about the sound. I had to, get that belt on the screen. I did it before with Uncle Roz and Solo. It was fun. It was fun. Let me show you again, guys. Let me show you again. Let me go. There you go. There you go. This belt, if you know wrestling, is the most important belt. That's why Kevin Owens has it nowadays. This is WWF. It's not WWE. It's the original one. You know what I mean? Original replica. But it's the original belt. It was WWF back in the days. You can see right there. You can't beat this belt, man. If you know wrestling, all the greatest wrestlers had this belt. So I had to get one. I want to get the John Cena one, but it's not my thing, man. I don't like John Cena. I'm not a John Cena fan, guys. John Cena is not my thing. I think his era is what ruined the WWE back in the day. He's not a good wrestler. Let's just put it that way. I don't know what to make of him. A lot of people like him, but for me, he never did it for me, guys. Honestly, he never did it for me. I tried everything, like to relate to John Cena, but he was boring. Even his finishing move should tell you how boring he is. I can't believe people actually put that guy in a pedestal with Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan and people like that. It's madness, absolute madness when you do that. He was never good enough. Never good enough. He's just a modern day for 5-year-olds wrestler. That's what he is. He was never up there with Austin. Even Austin had this belt. Sorry, Austin had this belt. I don't know about The Rock. I don't think The Rock ever had that belt. I think The Rock had the Stone Cold belt sometimes. The ones when Stone Cold came on the scene. That's the only one I think Rock had. Let me see if I got this the right way. Yeah, it's the right way. Yeah, man. Been to the game. Went to see Steve Staunton was the special guest in the hospitality. It was brilliant, guys. I didn't even know he was a Liverpool fan. Like before he joined Liverpool, I was kind of shocked when he said that. Wow, I know a lot about Liverpool. I didn't know you was a fan. You know what I mean? And that impressed me. Really impressed me. Like Steve Staunton talking about Liverpool, and like whenever he talks, it's with a we. And it was brilliant. I put the picture up already. I think I put it up there. Yeah, there you go. Right there. That's me and Steve. There you go. So I'm gonna get a collection of these. I'm gonna try to see as much of legends as I can, because the legends are the ones who got us here, guys. I don't want to be bragging. I don't brag on here. I only do just to share with the fan base. That's similar to me. I don't have no arrogance. It's nothing to do with that. I mean. If I love something and I want to go and see what I love, I want to see the best of it. What got the club to where it is, and this is what Steve Staunton and the rest of them have done for this football club. And I'm gonna go see some more games, man. It gave me the appetite back, because driving up and down that M1 and M6, whatever it is, down, it's too much, guys. It's too much, man. no one like that, with the amount of games I've went to, you don't want to keep doing that, up and down that street, yeah, but it gave me the appetite back. It was so joyful to see these beautiful people, beautiful fans, and listen, we agree to disagree. Let's just put it that way. We agree to disagree. Sorry. Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, big up, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry if I did that. Yeah, I'm sure you could hear me now. You could hear me for a while. Yeah. So, yeah. In regards to the game, it was beautiful, man. I sat in the Anfield Road end in the one of the lower ones, not completely though, just above that, I think it was. And we sat with a lot of great people, man. We were just chatting about the game. We were chatting about the transfers as well. Like a lot of people talk about the people in the stadiums don't they like FSG, and I found people in all sections, people who like them, people in the middle, and people who don't really agree to what they do. And but we all of us agreed with in regards to them. All they have to do is spend the money. What I mean? We don't ask for much. Spend accordingly. Hopefully I said that. To the club standards. What I mean? We are one of the best clubs in Europe. Spend like one of the best clubs in Europe. I'm not asking for 100 million, but spend on players that can, fill the positions that we need filling in. That's what we don't have at this football club, and this is all we ask for. This is all we ask for, man. Yeah, let me bring in JK. Sorry, JK, bro. Apologies, mate. There you go.
Easy, bro. All good, man. How you doing, bro?
I don't know, mate. I don't know what's going on with my. Hang on a second, man. I could hear myself on the thing. Hang on.
Everything cool, yeah?
Hey, I can hear you now.
That's blessed. You're in a good mood. Good to see, man.
Huh?
I said you're in a good mood about the games. It was good to see.
Yeah. Can you hear me in the screen? Like, was it okay in the screen?
Yeah, everything's cool. My way.
Okay. Yeah, how you been, brother? I just had the belt, the Eagle belt in WWE. I don't know if you're the WWF fan. Were you back in the day? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I liked it. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I got the belt in it. I wanna have that memorabilia thing in it, like at the back one day, like have all the things I love, and just put it there one day. Yeah, I got that Eagle belt. That's one of the best, man. That Eagle belt, as I remember.
Yeah,
all the best wrestlers had it, didn't they? The greatest wrestlers.
Yeah, wrestling was good until like when I first started getting into wrestling, everyone was just on a mad one,
Yeah.
And then one day I realized it was fake. I haven't watched it since. But it was fun though, like my favorite was Royal Rumble, where everyone just came in.
It's coming up, yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, people don't understand, like back in the day, like in the 80s and 90s, especially like for me, because that's when I grew up watching it. How important it was WWF to people, man. The things, like I was it SummerSlam, innit? In the Wembley.
Yeah.
I remember that when that came about, and everybody used to talk about it back in the day.
Wrestling was big them days. I think
it was. Guys, I swear to you, man. Tell them, Jake. Tell them they don't
like
believe in
for me. It was sort of on par with football. Like when wrestling came, like we had Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks in England and stuff, and then the US came with it, and it was just a different ball game. It was pure entertainment, and then you had like just loads of guys, even from like England. A few guys went over to sort of wrestle and stuff. Yeah. But it was big business, and it was sort of on par with football. Like a lot of people got interested in wrestling, like excitement, So wrestling and football was big in them days.
People don't understand it, bro. Like how big it was, man. I swear to you, people. We used to pass around cassettes, innit, Jake?
Yeah. Did you record it?
We used to go to the local video shop to get rented. Remember the rental shops? Remember them back in the day?
They were good. Right, like I actually worked in them when I was younger and stuff. Like my auntie owned a video shop, and like I seen Freddy Krueger, bro. I never slept again. I was like, I'm not watching that film. I just seen the poster. Forget the film. I was like, yo. But I remember the video days. And then, have you watched that film? It's called Tower Records. You remember Tower Records?
Tower Records. It sounds familiar, bro.
It's like a record because I was a DJ and in them days I used to buy loads of like records, you know, like a mix on Technics and stuff, and it was Tower Records, and it's like a yellow. The firm colours were yellow and red, and they were pretty big in Birmingham. Birmingham had one, London had one, and they made a film about it. You should watch that, and it shows you like the old days, even Blockbuster videos, bro, how big they were. You know, it was good days then. I think you appreciated the film more. You know, when you had to go to the video shop, pick it, take it home, get the popcorn. Like now, flick a switch, bang, you've got the latest film on your TV. I think that journey going to the video shop and picking and that made the film even better than what it was, maybe, you know?
People don't get it, man. I wish people did, you know what I mean? Like, what we used to watch back in the day. Like, even though we had nothing, like we don't have the technology that we have today, we appreciate it more back in the day because it was worthwhile, you know what I mean? And not only that, like, you know, hanging back with your mates and all that stuff. That's what it was all about. And I'm telling you guys, like, what it was back in the day, it's nothing like it. When people ask me about like now and back in the day, I wouldn't swap my childhood for anything, man, because I enjoyed it.
Oh, 100%. You know, like mobile phones are amazing gadgets. But what is taken out is taking that connection between humans, between themselves.
Yeah.
It's like nowadays, a lot of people just stay at home and think, fuck it, I just go on social media all day. I've got my connection. So that bodily mixing with people is sort of being taken away. And in America, it's like in England, they call it the mobile phone.
Yeah.
In Germany, they call it handy. And in America, they call it cell phone.
Cell phones, yeah.
And that tells you everything you need to know. It's a cell phone for your brain. It's a prison cell. And a lot of people they're under the influence of the mobile phone technology. Hasn't been good for them. I'll say that now.
Yeah, bro, it's worthwhile, man. Like those things. Like I'm glad we experienced it back in the day, man. I really do. What do you think of the? I was obviously at the game the other day. What do you think of the season so far, bro? Like in your eyes, when you look at it from a point of view of a fan, everything how it worked out, we didn't expect where we are because you know a lot of our fan base I spoke to out there, they didn't expect to be where we are right now. They're grateful, but you know they still wanted signings. They said and all that stuff, but it is what it is, isn't it? But in your eyes, how is the season going so far, JK?
You can't get any better because when you really, really look at it, right now we're on top of the Champions League. I've been saying this, I keep on saying that. Champions League and the Premier League. Right now we're on top. Will we finish there? That's a different story. But right now, I'm saying the season is going so good, man.
Better than you expect? Is it better than you expected?
Oh, yeah. Because I didn't know Arnie Slot, you know. But I said this. Yeah. As soon as that whistle blows in that first game, I'm behind the guy. I'm with him. You know, I didn't like the way he came into the club. He was still manager of Feyenoord.
Yeah. Explain that, please, brother.
Yeah, I was just like, he was still talking a bit too much. Jurgen Klopp was still there. He was still at Feyenoord. I just didn't like that about it. I think like Edwards told him, you know what, it's okay for you to say this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
But for me, that's the only part of Slot I didn't like. But I've realised since then. And coming into the season, he used to give a few tactic little hints here and there. He used to give them away and that. And I was thinking, maybe he'll learn soon. And I'll tell you the truth, now he's much more chilled with it. He's not so information giving type of guy. He's sort of realised, you know what, why should I do that? And I think he wanted to be liked when he came into the club and also respected like we had Jurgen Klopp. Yeah. And for me, I started liking him when he said to me, he said in an interview where he said, it's because of Jurgen Klopp's squad I walked into, you know, like bigging up Klopp. He's done it a few times. And that for me was it was good to see, you know. But I'm really happy with the way the season's going right now.
That's what I mean, him bigging up the well, I agree with you. The way he was am I coming across good with the microphone?
Yeah, it was a little bit. The internet was a bit poor, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with me lately, but I'll try. See, this is what I'm saying. It's been happening a lot. Hopefully, it'll correct itself. You know, with him, with the boss at the moment. I'm just gonna say boss. I keep forgetting he's not a manager. Yeah, with Arne Slot, mate. Like what we're doing at the moment is just beyond belief, and I didn't expect this. Let's just put it that way. I know we keep going back to that, but we didn't expect this. That's number one. Number two, we didn't expect to be the number one team in the world at the moment either. You know what I mean? So it's madness what's happening at Liverpool Football Club. Arsenal drop. I don't know. We haven't spoken since Arsenal drop boys, have we? Really? Like if we win our game in hand, we'll go back to 9 points again. So it shows, we're taking the right steps, and him not panicking when we're playing as well, bro. It's something special because if a manager starts moaning and yelling and all that stuff, it reflects on the team, and the team won't perform as you expect them on the pitch either. If you agree with JK with that or not?
100%. I said this yesterday on 12 Man Show that Pep Guardiola right now is stressed out with off-field stuff.
But you can see it, man.
And you can see his team. Actually, his team's actually stepped up a little bit in the last few games. It's weird. But you can just see his face, bro. He looks stressed. Yeah. And I think the team's been like that all season. Not great. We got battered yesterday. My prediction was 4-2 Man City to win it.
Yeah.
PSG won 4-2. It was mad. So the way the manager looks and acts, the players end up playing like that as well. So for me, Slot, respect to the guy. Top job. Spent no money. He actually got rid. Actually, they got rid of players. We did more players than we brought in.
Yes,
So for me, fair play to Arne Slot. Keep your feet on the ground, and don't fall for any traps by the media to get answers from you. The thing with Salah and Trent and Virgil, you sort of handle that okay as well. Yeah. And I hope the Edwards and the club don't sort of give him agendas to give out information at certain times. Stuff like that.
Yeah,
I don't need that. I just want Slot to do his job on the pitch. I don't want him to get involved in any media stuff, any stuff that's just going to just cause chaos. For me, the contract signings is the only thing that worried me before the season started. I was more worried about that topic than I was about Arne Slot.
You're spot on. You're 100% spot on. He's just just got to get on with it. That's why I said I prefer a head coach than than a manager, because managers concentrate a lot of stuff, and he doesn't do that. And this is why this is the rewards we're having at the moment, JK, because I stressed that manager, like you just pointed towards Pep Guardiola, can lead to self-destruction, and not only that, it could actually hamper the team. And you saw it yesterday. They were 2-0 up yesterday, and then we saw the result after that. The PSG beat them. So I think we're in a brilliant position. We're potentially going to win the league if we just get on with it a game at a time instead of like rushing things and trying to win games early. I honestly think like sometimes the thing that destroys us in the games, especially those tight games that we can't score in, is the way we rush the substitutions, trying to change formations. If you're just 0-0, just keep going. You will eventually get that goal once you bring the substitutions on, accordingly. You know what I mean, JK? Instead of like rushing things, you actually lose, focus of the direction you're supposed to be going in the first place, the direction you actually prepared for before the game, if you know what I mean, brother. And I think sometimes we do that. That's why we don't really win games and we draw too many. I don't know if you agree with me with that or disagree.
I think Slot's got his sub sort of right recently. I think Chiesa, Elliott, and say Darwin, 3 guys who haven't really been involved this season, sort of showing up in the last few games. That's made the subs even better. You know what I mean? I think the Chiesa option and Elliott option have come at the right time. I think they've sort of showed glimpses. Like Chiesa's got a goal against Accrington Stanley, of course, but just when he's on the pitch, his energy is just, let's get it forward, let's go forward, let's move forward, let's do that, let's do this. Elliott's sort of the same as well. So perfect timing with the subs. I think his substitutions have been pretty all right this season. When you look at it, I think
certain games, a Nottingham Forest game and the Man United game, I thought like it took too long. Some of it, I think Nottingham Forest was too early. Man United game was too late because I think Trent was having a bad game from the first minute to the 45th minute. Sorry, 45th minute. So if he would have took him off at half time, I know it would hamper his performance and all that. Sorry, his confidence and all that stuff. But it's all about the football game, mate. I don't care about players' feelings. You know what I mean? We want to win football games. You have to do it by any means necessary. If you have to take out Trent, take him out. Don't waste any time in regards to that. And I thought he wasted too much time on Trent still being on the pitch, and we conceded 2 goals after that. If you know what I mean, brother.
Hmm. Yeah, I think sometimes you got to hurt feelings. That's the game of football. Like Kwanzaa, he was the first guy who got done in the first game of the
Yeah,
season.
I
Ipswich,
remember.
45 minutes, bro, you're coming off. We ended up winning the game after that. Sometimes it's got to be done, and I think I was a bit worried about Kwanzaa.
Yeah,
If he'd be able to handle that. He didn't look like he handled it well. His face, this, that, and the other, and stuff.
he didn't. Yeah,
But his games recently, like the other day in the Champions League,
yeah,
I think if we kept a clean sheet, I think he would have got more sort of stars. You know, I think he played pretty well,
Yeah.
settled, just the way he needs to play. I think football's is more than just on what happens on the pitch. A lot of things about the mind, and I think he's a young guy, Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
But quality-wise, his passing for me, great passer of a ball.
Yeah.
Watch his passes in games. He likes passing into areas where the player can go forward with it.
Yeah.
Top. Stick to it, man. He's a top player, Kwanzaa. He's one of my favorite at the youth.
Because you know what I like about him, he's very ambitious in a player.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
He
wants
asks.
it. Yeah.
He wants it more. You know what I mean? Remember what he said about Matip once? Like he wants to be better than him and all that stuff. And people were saying, "Why are you saying that, man?" While the guy's still playing, but that's confidence at its best. You know what I mean? And the guy, he has that potential. You know what I mean? He's got the right height, the right. People don't even know how quick he is. He's very quick, man. I see him at Old Trafford last season racing Marcus Rashford, and he beat him to the ball. I said, "Wow!" Like when he lets those legs, he lets them open. He's pretty quick, bro. He's very quick, man. And I said, "Wow, Marcus Rashford ain't no slouch." You know what I mean? And he actually beat him to the ball. I said, "This kid, man, he could do amazing things in the future, man." It's just a lot of things going to be the Van Dijk replacement. Van Dijk is a one-off. You know what I mean? In once in a while kind of defender. Like you get them every 10 years, probably. You know what
Not
I mean?
even that.
Yeah. Look how long we waited for someone like Van Dijk, if you know what I mean, brother.
Like Hansen, for me, he's the closest to Hansen or vice versa. Since the football started, we started sporting them and stuff like Huppier came, Skirtle, Carragher, everyone. A lot of different centre backs. Yeah. But for me, Hansen and Virgil, if I had to pick the best ever Liverpool first 11, they're my centre back partnership, Virgil and Hansen together.
Yeah. We've got to find a place for Emily Hughes in it. That's the thing, and Phil Neal and that. Yeah,
Phil Neal right back.
What did he? Let me just read the comments. I want to ask you a question because you know who I met in it. So I don't think a lot of people know him. Because I put it in a few posts. People don't know him, but I know you do. Big up Ends, man. Big up, brother. He's doing some wonderful things on his channel, people. Go subscribe, man. Big up John Conway as always. Big up Jason as always. Seen your stuff in the past 2 days. Love it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I've seen this guy, people. I've seen this guy on the road. I've seen Mr. Uncle Rod's. Actually, I couldn't see him before the game because I was doing that event thing with Liverpool, but when I saw Uncle Roz, is the best greetings ever, man. What a wonderful guy, man. He met my wife as well, JK. So
yeah, Uncle Rod's good guy, man. Top guy.
Wonderful guy, man. Listen, guys, go and subscribe to him. Go and do what you can, man, on his channel because he deserves it. 100%. Trudon, have you seen the wage bill? FSG look dodgy. Of course they look dodgy, man. Listen, I don't discuss wages anymore. I used to come on here doing wages about FSG and all that stuff back in the day. I said, you know what? I'm not a finance guy. I'm just a Liverpool fan. You know what I mean? I'll get my WWE belts and all that stuff and just support the team. Because, when we used to have got FSG on a regular basis, which I'm going to bring up something that JK doesn't know about. I haven't told him yet. People used to have a go at us. I said to you guys, I worked in America. Like, you know what I mean? I don't just work in England. When I was younger, I used to go around and work whatever I can in my profession, which was football at the time. And I know how to work their businesses. You know what I mean? You understand how it works. Because where I worked, JK, was in a football place where, people from Starbucks, Subway and all that stuff send their kids, the people that own those places and finance those places. So I try to understand things, and they used to tell me things about how they do, because you don't just spend time with the kids, you spend time with the adults as well and talk to them, and they used to invite me. They told me, why don't you move to America and work there for us? We've got hotels here you could work in, we've got this, we've got that. I've got opportunities actually to still do that because I keep in contact with these people still.
That's good.
And people don't, it's all about business for these people. They don't. There's no emotionally attached way of other than business. You know what I mean? And they are willing to sacrifice your tradition as a human being to get to their targets, people. That's why I keep telling you guys. Over here, we're history, tradition, love, family. That's what we're about in this country. Over there, it's what you see. It's Hollywood. That's what you see. And this is what they care about. I keep telling you guys that. And now people are exposing them for what they are. But it's a bit too late. You had the opportunity before. When you had the chance to stop this nonsense around these people. It's too late now, man. They're already like setting sights on other stuff while they still own Liverpool. And they can't even afford Liverpool, but they're trying to get other stuff at the same time. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah.
And the thing is, it's not even like we want 250 million pounds spent. We don't even want that in a transfer window. We just want a basic DM sort of guy, 40 million, get it done, ciao. We're happy with that. You know, we don't have to do a Chelsea. We don't want to spend 1.4 billion in 2-3 windows. We don't want to do that. We've never done that. And we don't want that. We just want a squad that's capable to keep on doing what we're doing, winning. Simple.
It doesn't hurt.
And I think them being a bit too tight is their sort of downfall. You know, if they sort of pulled out now 2 signings at the goodwill of let's go and win it, a lot of us anti-FSG guys would be like, you know what, fair play to them at last. Simple. That's it. No arguing. No, none of this back and forth. I know a guy. He proper studied the FSG module because he's a lawyer himself and proper Liverpool fan. And what happened? He got so deep into that topic, he ended up not supporting Liverpool really no more.
Yeah, I've heard people are trying to say enough. I mean, even what I just put up on here, like 6 billion Celtics. Like, where are they getting this money from, JK? Like, where's it? They can't even spend 50 million on a player. Where are they getting this 6 billion from? Yeah, that's what I don't understand, guys. Like, if you haven't got no money to spend on players like Liverpool Football Club, where are you getting this 6 billion from? It's and I keep hearing they're putting back in the club. Why are they putting back in the club? We built about 2. We built 2 stands already. Where is the finance for the football team on the pitch? But that's why I don't understand this 6 billion. I was thinking to myself, they're not worth 6 billion. Where are they getting this money 6 billion from? I know they got shareholders and all that stuff. Can they get the Boston Celtics for 6 billion? And not only that, I keep seeing Boston Celtics fans saying like, don't come to our basketball team. We don't want you here because we know how you work. I mean, they already been warned off at that basketball team. You know what I mean? So if they are willing to stop them like doing their stupidity, like we can't be wrong in what we're saying, JK. Do you get what I'm saying, brother?
Yeah. I also feel this. Look, I say, have you seen the film Moneyball? Brad Pitt. Okay. And when you look at the module of Moneyball, I think it's a real good idea. Like, I think it's top.
It's a brilliant idea. It's similar to the Liverpool of the 80s and 60s, so 70s and 80s. You know what I mean? We buy players cheap. Yeah. We put them in the reserve, and then we get them in the first team eventually to replace the senior players.
Yeah, there you go. And it's a good sort of module. But what it is with these guys is they take it a bit too far with it. They don't understand.
They don't stop. Basically. They don't really understand. Sometimes you got to buy. Yeah.
You got to just keep it all sharp and everything. You got to put some your hands in your pocket and pull out 2 players now. Like what's the date now? Today is the 23rd. Yeah. Wow. So we've got about 10 days left because the window closes on the 3rd, I think, of February. Then 3 days for John Henry to pull out a signing. An extra little.
Unless he's a magician and gets out of his pocket, there's no chance of that, mate. You know what I mean?
But for me, I'd love to sit down with these guys and like ask them what are their aims? Do you want to be the best in the world? Because for me, success on the pitch means success off the pitch. It's just logic, man. You know, if we win the Champions League,
to them, success on the pitch, that means they have to get into their pockets and spend more. That's how they see it, bro. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling that. Like, you know, because for me, Liverpool under Klopp should have dominated. What did we do? We won 1 Champions League and 1 Premier League in 9 years. That is pretty bad. Do I blame Klopp? I don't really blame Klopp. Why? He got paid. He got £5 Andy Robertson from the pub. From John, whoever, you know, that type of signing.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola would never have brought Andy Robertson for that money. Why?
Yeah.
He spent over $250 million on his defence
Yeah.
alone. And we had these sort of bargain basement sort of signings, but for me, they all worked out pretty well. And that's because of
Yeah.
Klopp. No one else. No Pep
It's,
Linders.
it's called man management, bro. That's what it's
Exactly.
called. People don't understand. You know, like if you play football, who are the best managers ever? The ones who could psychologically get into players' heads and make them believe they are world beaters.
Yeah.
Bill Shankly, Bob Paisley, Kenny, Joe, Alex Ferguson, Jose Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, etc., etc., Angelotti, etc., etc., etc. You see the players they work with, get the best out of them. That's what they do, or get them to do above and beyond. That's what they do. I mean, they stop outside distraction, you know, outside influences. They stop that in their football club. That's the first thing they do. If you look at all the great managers, they stop the outside influences. They get rid of all that stuff. I remember I heard Fergie, Lee Sharp was having a party, and Ryan Giggs was there. Fergie walked into the party and, you know, stopped the party. That's how much influence these guys have on the team. So this is why you know, players, you don't listen. We didn't expect Henderson to be the captain that he was, because before that, people couldn't wait to get him out the door. You know what I mean? Dempsey, they wanted to collect Dempsey, you know, to replace him at Liverpool. But he said, no, I'm going to put my head down and fight for my place and stay at Liverpool Football Club. And then now the rest is history. The guy's won about what? He's won the Premier League, Champions League, Super Cup, World Cup, League Cup, FA Cup, full set. There you go.
And he's English.
And he's English.
He's English. You know, I think Henderson, if we had him, was it last season? We needed a Henderson, someone just shouting on the pitch and stuff, you know, in certain games and that. Because for me, Sabotolai too quiet and stuff.
Very
and
quiet.
Henderson, for me, the slack he got from some fans, I'm like, what has Henderson done to you, man? Has he robbed your house?
No, he's actually did something to them personally. I think about the guy. He's won you all those trophies as a captain and as a leader, and you can follow him. Good riddance.
I loved Henderson. I'll tell you the truth. I just liked him as a professional guy. Guy was cool, got on with it, no drama, nothing, and he always gave 100%. And I think what it was, that's when I realised the agenda drivers in the Liverpool fan base. I was like, yo, what has Henderson done to you? He's actually won you this, and this. He hasn't disgraced the club. He ain't done nothing. Like, what is your problem with Henderson? And I think him going to Saudi Arabia is a thing where he probably thought, you know what? We can't be against him. But like, I'll just go there and play, because he used to wear the rainbow armbands and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he went there. Like, if he was trying to play both sides and keeping it cool. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, it's just like some people, why did he go there and this and that? I was like, yo, chill out, man.
It's his life. I mean, he's got to feed his family. It's the end of his career. Are you going to pay his wage? Are you going to pay his bills when he finishes football? You know what I mean? Are you going to do that? Are you going to take care of his family? Are you going to take care of his kids? No. So let him do what he wants to do.
Yeah. You know, for me, he could have stayed at Liverpool another year. No problem, you know. But that's why I lost a bit of respect for like some Liverpool fans in the way they were just treating Henderson. And then Klopp's turn came as well. So it was them two guys, Henderson, Klopp, manager and captain of the club for the 9 years that won everything, actually getting sort of stress from Liverpool fans. I was like, what the hell are you? Would you do a better job than Henderson? No, you wouldn't. So give it a rest, man. And Klopp, would you have done the same job as Klopp did? No, you wouldn't have. You know, you would have been sacked after 3 games.
It's madness, mate. You know what I mean? What they fail to realise, JK, is my picture right now? Everything's okay?
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah. What they fail to realize is, you know, the way you treat people, JK, affects other players. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? It affects other players in a way of, like, if you did this to the likes of Henderson and, you know, previous players that was at Liverpool Football Club, the way you disgrace them, why should I try for you? Do you get what I'm saying, JK?
Yeah.
So why should I stay here? Because I know something's going to happen with me if I stay here, if I remain here. You know what I mean? So the players, this is why they consider their future. This is why they want to go elsewhere, because we don't treat, you know, players that gave us their all. Think about it, guys. They've won trophies that Steven Gerrard hasn't won. You know what I mean? So, and they won it good, by the way, and they deserve to win it, by the way, as well. So I'm not here to criticize Stephen. I love you, Stephen. Like every Liverpool fan. I'm just trying to give you an example what these guys have done for the club, and you should appreciate them more than you appreciate them now. I'm not saying people on the chat or people on the. I'm just people. I'm talking about the people that's criticizing them, like JK has been saying. They've done more than most, and they've done it with less talent than those people. You know what I mean? That which shows they maximize their ability to win for you as a fan base. But yet you're still criticizing them like they're worth nothing. Like Henderson is worthless. It's mad. I don't understand. I really don't understand that. Maybe it's just me because I'm old school, and JK, maybe we're old school. But it's weird. It's
just the effort he used to put in. All I used to hear him was shouting all the time. And Trent
Atalanta in the COVID season. COVID first when COVID started. Everybody can hear him on the microphone managing the team on the pitch. And
you need that. You need that. And it might be like Steve saying, water carrier, but every team needs water. So
Deschamps for France in '98. There you go. Without him, would they win? Dunga, '94 World Cup for Brazil. Did they need him? Hell yeah. So it clearly shows. Let me just read the comments. We'll go on, man, because we speak for a long time. Us do when we speak. I love it, man. No, we can hear. Oh, okay, guys. Big up, Jids, man. Big up, man. Big up. I'll be on Spaces later on, man. Don't worry. Big up, JK as well from John Cole.
Bless John.
WWF Attitude Era. It's the best, man. Come on, man. Like with the Attitude Era, Shawn Michaels is underrated, people. Like how much of a good wrestler he was, Very, very underrated. He's the most talented of the lot, man. I was just watching back a few clips of the old days. Like Shawn Michaels can be the best bad guy, and he could be one of the best, good guys in wrestling. And people don't look into that, man. That guy was amazing, honestly. Best wrestler. You can't argue with that. He was the best wrestler out of the lot. He had more talent than most. Yeah, but the Attitude Era, Stone Cold versus Vince, the Lord of the Darkness, Undertaker, when he became a bad guy. Yeah, you can't beat that Attitude Era, man. D Generation X. I got the shirt here somewhere. D Generation X. China, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Rick Rude. If people don't know, Rick Rude was there. Yeah. Then he went the same night. He went to WCW. If people don't know that. The same night he went to WCW to do because his contract ended that day. So he went down to WCW and then video for them. He joined the NWO back in the day. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy.
What about Vince McMahon? What a funny guy.
Oh man, listen, you do bad things in your life. You think you could get away with it? It catches up with you. You had to sell WWE. Do you know that? Yeah. To the guy UFC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Trudon had to put that picture, didn't he? With Robbie Fowler against Everton when he scored that. Was it penalty or something? I don't know. I think it was a penalty. Come on, Trudon, man. I love Robbie Fowler, bro. He's grown up now. He owns properties. I got into WWF in 2001 and to around 2006. Mate, I was back 80s, man. I loved wrestling when I was a kid. I used to watch, obviously, Hulk Hogan. Do you remember that guy, Tito Santana? Junkyard Dog.
Ultimate Warrior.
Texas Tornado back in the day with one leg. People didn't know he was wrestling with one leg. People didn't even know that. Okay. I think he got in an accident and he lost one leg. Nobody knew that he was missing a leg, and he still wrestled like he had two legs. It's madness, bro. The stories you hear nowadays, absolutely madness, man. Andre the Giant, what a great wrestler that guy was. Yeah, wrestling was. I appreciated wrestling back in the day. Ultimate Warrior. Madness. Mr. Perfect.
Do you remember what's that guy called? There was a small guy, Canadian, I think, and he went. No, not Bret the Hitman Hart, but he was sort of that era around. Like he was involved. Oh, what's his name? And he went a bit psycho after he quit sort of wrestling and stuff. He ended up passing away.
A Canadian wrestler.
I think he's Canadian. Short guy, small,
a lot have passed away, to be fair, bro. A lot, man. I'll figure out what you're talking about as we go along. I'll figure it out. Yeah, guys, I really don't know who FSG is going to buy for 6 million. I don't know where they're going to get that 6 billion from. They can't even get 6 million for a player. How the hell are they getting 6 billion? You know what I mean? It's a strange thing in my opinion when I'm looking at that. Yeah, I saw the wage bill thing, the wages and all that stuff. Yeah, the conmen, mate. The conmen. How long do we have to say that? Me and JK, the conmen, man. I don't want to keep speaking about them, but yeah, the Champions League, bro. We're through to the last 16. What do you think, man? What do you think, bro? What do you think of the game, actually? You know, beating Lille by 2-1. They scored with 10 men. That pissed me off, man. It was right in front of me as well when they scored their goal.
Like, what a put. That's the only chance they had the whole game.
Yeah.
We was in control of that game. You know, Lille, they beat AC Milan, Real
Apparently
Madrid.
they're quite a good team. I don't watch outside Premier League that much, but apparently they're a good team from what I've
They're a
heard.
good team. They beat both Madrid teams, Atletico and Real Madrid, already this year in the Champions League. But I was proper disappointed with them. I thought, you know what, they're going to be sort of on the counter attack, trying to go for us. They did nothing. I think they were happy with the draw. They were like, yeah, we'll take the point at Anfield, and then we got the winner, you know, Harvey Elliott. So all in all, we couldn't. We had to win that game. We controlled it from start to finish, you know.
Yeah.
The wrestler's name is Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit?
Oh, Chris Benoit.
Yeah, Benoit.
He killed his family in there.
Yeah, man.
Killed his wife and kid. Yeah. Madness, man. Absolute mad. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, Chris Benoit. Of course, I know Chris Benoit. Yeah, the guy is a psychopath, man. You know what happened? It's not his. I don't know what to say. You know, like it's too many shots on the head and too many drugs taken in it. It messed up his life, man. It messed up his life. That's one thing about wrestling people don't know about. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that affect wrestlers. That's why they die early as well. A lot of them have died early. And not only that, when they retire, it affects them mentally as well. Like they have mental health issues, unfortunately, and some of them take their lives. Some of them just pass away. You know, yeah, that's how it is, man. Yeah, not a lot of them survive, bro. That's from what I've heard. I taped Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Ethic. You know what my aim is, guys? To at least experience once in my life, inshallah, if I'm obviously still alive, to see WrestleMania. I want to see one WrestleMania in my life. I already experienced going to Madison Square Garden to watch Raw. I've seen that. I've seen Stone Cold actually come out. You know, I didn't even expect it. Stone Cold came out. Yeah, I went to Madison Square Garden, bro. I watched Raw. You know, in the USA, it's easier buying tickets than here. You could buy it in the shops around, local shops around the area, or you could go to the stadium and buy the tickets from there as well. I mean, in Liverpool, you can't. I mean, you have to.
You can't do nothing, bro. Yeah.
You can't do shit in England, man. It's impossible. But in America, you could go to the stadium and buy tickets. If they got Raw, SmackDown, anything, if there's any spare tickets, you could go inside there and just pay for it and get it. It's Madison Square Garden, guys. Come on, man. You can't argue with that. I've been there and I've experienced it in my lifetime. Yeah, but I want to do a WrestleMania one day, inshallah. One day, WrestleMania. I'd love to go and watch that. I've done most of it. I've seen Liverpool win a cup, which is the Super Cup. It's not the biggest cup, but it's something they've won in Turkey. I just want to see wrestling one day. I said one WrestleMania in my life, JK. One at least, man. If it's more, yeah, it could happen. You never know. I still watch the WWE bonkers says we all do, bro. I can't. You know, once you're hooked with something, it's impossible to get out of that. You know, some people are just addicts. I'm an addict to football. I'm an addict to wrestling. I can't get. I still play computer games at my age. You know what I mean? Like I still got PS5. I play PS5. There you go. You see me, guys. I play PS5 a lot on here as well. I only play FIFA. I don't really. I've got what was it? The boxing game, the new boxing game. I've got that, but don't play it much. Yeah, but yeah. He says I love watching WWF when I was young. Yeah, man, it was the best. It was nothing like it. It was nothing like it, man. Nothing like it, John. Nowadays, it's very, very difficult because I don't see it as entertaining as it used to be. You know what I mean? It's just now they're forcing things to happen. Do you get what I'm saying, Jake? It's different between entertainment and forcing things. They're forcing it to happen. But carry on, though.
And WWF is the original name. That's for me the original wrestling name. WWF, WWE, and all these sort of.
Did I show you the belt? Okay.
Yeah, sure. Let's have a look.
I'm gonna have to get a table for it eventually. Sorry, something a stand or something. There you go, bro.
Have a look. Look at that. Nice.
The Eagle belt. That's the best belt, guys. Out of all the ones they have, the Eagle belt is the best one. That's why. And it says WWF as well, not WWE. Let me show you. There you go.
That's the logo, man.
There you go.
That's the logo right there. Love that logo.
It's the best, man.
Yeah, that's bad.
Nothing beats this belt. I mean, you could get other belts, but this is the best one, in my opinion. If you got this one, you can't go wrong in wrestling because all the best wrestlers had that one. Yeah, man.
What about boxing? Did you ever get into boxing? Like
I love
Christmas
boxing. I
Eve?
love boxing. Yeah, listen, I still watch boxing. I love boxing. The boxing is one of
Yeah.
my favorite sports as well. But yeah, wrestling and football is the main one. Boxing.
Yeah, I
is
was
my
into
main-
boxing
but
big time.
UFC, I watched it in the beginning when it first came
Mhm.
on the mainstream, and I just lost focus of that. Yeah, boxing is special though, bro. Boxing.
Yeah,
is
Prince
very-
Nassim like was my favorite, man.
Oof. And
What a
ITV back
guy.
in the day. Remember ITV back in the day?
Yo, that guy, he had attitude like he was a foreigner and he didn't give a damn, you know, he didn't give a damn. He used to do somersaults into the ring and stuff, and he was an entertainer. That's what I liked about him. But top little boxer.
That's what's missing is the current boxing entertainers like that, bro. They haven't got anything like that.
Yeah, they're too sort of professional.
Yeah,
Like a lot of like sports people nowadays,
yeah,
they're too robotic in what they do, what they say off screen. You know, like they're too on screen. I mean, like it's too robotic. There's got to be personalities involved.
yeah.
You know, and boxing lacks that personality. They got what's his name?
Tyson
big
Fury
guy.
and all that stuff.
Yeah, he's okay. You know what I mean?
like
But
old school. It's between an old school, isn't he? Really? Yeah. If you look at Tyson Fury, he's like an old school kind of boxer because the way he talks, the way he walks in the ring, it shows like he's trying to bring that entertainment side to things. But like you said, the problem with boxing nowadays, everybody's too serious. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah,
Image. It's the image, you know, because image nowadays gets over everywhere. Back in the days,
yeah,
like you won't see nothing of the boxer. You'll see like pictures of him in the newspaper, maybe on the TV news. That's about it. But nowadays they're on social media all the time. Videos, they are there, so they got to look good. They got to speak well. They got to do this or that and the other. It's mad.
Yes, 100%. 100%, bro. But, yeah, guys, we're going to be talking about obviously the Liverpool Lille game. We're going to discuss in depth, like about each player, like some of the players that I thought were good, and some players I felt sorry for as well. I'm gonna tell you why I feel sorry for those players because JK can attest for this. When you're in the stadium, if you could keep an eye on certain players, you know, throughout the game, you know how they really perform on the pitch because the camera doesn't always focus on the play; it focuses on the ball. So what I want to show you, what I want to tell you guys is what I saw when I was watching the Liverpool game against Lille from the stadium. Let's go, champ, from Steve, Emmeline Hughes, Alan Kennedy, Alan Hansen, Virgil van Dijk. I'll take that. I'll take that, Bonkers. I'll take that. Emily, he has to be in there, man. He has to be in there. I have been telling our fan base for over 12 years, FSGB taking millions out of LFC through wages. Well, you know, there's a 6 billion coming out of somewhere, brother. I mean, and nobody ever believes what you say, Steve. We know that, bro. Now, all of a sudden, those people that has been saying, "Oh, they put money back into the football club," are finally waking up. A bit too late for that, aren't you? They already stole your money. There's a reason they don't sign players. FSG mortgaging LFC for 3 billion to use as a deposit for to buy Boston Celtics. Other 3 billion is coming from bank loans. I won't be surprised, bro. Big up, brother. Big up, Alexandra. Haven't seen you for a bit, man. I hope everything's okay with family and everything else. Fozzy and Chat, assalamu alaikum. How are you? Also, is your family good? My family is very good, bro. Thank you, man. JK, of course, my family is very good as well.
Bro.
Good to see Fozzy at the game against Lille with Steve Staunton. Yeah, that's what I meant to ask you, man. What do you know about Steve Staunton, JK? Explain to people, brother. Because a lot of people, when I put his picture up, they don't really know who he is.
Like for me, Steve Staunton was quality, you know. He was a different type of left back. And that was like an era where you had the traditional left back, right back, where Staunton was a little bit more, a bit like Risa a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? He reminded me of him. But like he was really good for us, Staunton. Mm-hmm. Really good for us. Then you had David Burrows as well. Like we were talking about him earlier. David Burrows, them type of fullbacks, you know.
Yeah.
All did a good job. Staunton was, for me, he was actually one of my favourite players because of the Ireland team.
Yeah.
I always supported Ireland in World Cups because in that era they were pretty good. You know, Ray Howe, and they used to go to World Cups and stuff. So I
yeah,
always support Ireland.
rocket left foot, didn't he? Rocket left foot, bro.
Right.
The long range free kicks back in the day that Steve Staunton used to have. Remember? Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. A bit like Risa. He was just, I would think Risa probably more in that era was more of a modern version of Steve Staunton. I think them two were very familiar.
Yeah. What did you make out of the game in general, JK? Like, obviously the first goal, Salah's goal. What did you think of the build up to that? Because I thought it was phenomenal, man. Like, I was sitting right behind it, and the way he killed it, it looked like it went out, but he came back in somehow to get into the goal. And this is, by the way, people, this is Salah's 50th goal.
51st.
Obviously, he's already the all-time top scorer for Liverpool in Europe. This is his 50th goal, man. What do you think of this guy, bro? Like, the amount of goals he's scoring, like, he's at scoring strikers, bro. You know what I mean? That's how good this guy is.
What a goal. Like, you've seen it in real life, you know. What a goal. That's Salah, you know, not been great last few weeks and stuff.
Yeah.
Some people said, "Oh, we should not start him against these guys." And I'm thinking, you know what? Salah wants to play. He's at that age now, thinking, you know what? I don't know how many years I've got left. I want to play every game. I don't care. I'm fit enough. I'll do it. And that's what I like about Salah. He's going to have off games now and again. But what a player.
Yeah, man.
What
50 goals, bro. Like, Gerrard is the next person in the line. You know what I mean? It's madness, man. It's absolute madness. 50 goals in 83 appearances. Do you know how mad that is for a winger? Good. It's not even a striker, guys. He's actually a winger.
Yeah.
And he's scoring that type of goals. Look at the strikers on the damn list. Owen, Rush, Hunt, Dirk Kuyt, Robbie Fowler. You know what I mean? Look at the names on there.
Torres,
Keegan, Peter Crouch. I mean, these are strikers I'm mentioning. Kenny, he was number 10, but he was, you could say Kenny as well.
Darwin, he gets a goal every 2.5 games in the Champions League.
John Toshak, Darwin Núñez is even on that list. Ian St. John. Dean Saunders?
Yo, Dean
I must have been asleep when he scored 9, mate. You know?
What?
You know what I mean? Bloody hell. I swear he stayed for 1 season, didn't he? I swear he's only 1 season and he went to Villa.
Let
me see, man.
A bit more than. Must
have
been
a few more than 1 season. I swear it's 1 season as I remember. Because I remember him, you know, in that cup final. I think it's the cup final against Sunderland when Michael Thomas scored that, you know, volley. 91, 92. He was only there for 1 season. Scored 11 goals. Wow. Obviously in the league, that is. Not all competitions.
Look at his goal ratio as well, man. 0.56.
I don't know why we got rid of him, bro. He was the Peter Paisley replacement originally. Like, you know, we had Roddy Rosenthal, but he came on to replace Peter Paisley mainly, and he was scoring goals for fun. And then we just got rid of him. I still don't know to this day because I was too young, so I won't remember exactly why we got rid of him. Strange, very strange that. And then he nearly won the league with Aston Villa, as I remember. They were challenging Man United. Ron Atkinson, remember? At that time, and Man United beat them to the first ever Premier League title. It was Aston Villa and Man United actually neck and neck that was challenging for the title that season. And we all thought Aston Villa is going to win. You know, I think they had Dean Saunders and Delian Atkinson. I remember Delian Atkinson dribbling from the halfway line and chipping the goalkeeper. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that goal.
What a goal, bro!
He passed away actually.
Police tasered him, innit? And they tasered him and he died by
man,
heart attack or something.
That's just mad.
Yeah.
Mad. Dean Saunders got the best goal ratio out of all of them.
I'm in shock, bro. I'm saying
9 goals. Top quiz. That's a top quiz question, you know, for a quiz.
Yeah, it is, man. You guys do that stuff, don't you? So.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna keep that one.
Take that one, bro. Look,
I need that spreadsheet there. That you could send me it. That'd be cool.
Dean Saunders, man. I was shocked. Like, remember, there was he was part of that team that won the FA Cup. Remember the 3 stripes? Adidas clip we had 3 stripes on the side, on the shoulder. Yeah, I remember that game, man. Matt Manniman was playing. John Barnes was injured, and I think Graham Souness came straight from hospital. Ronnie Moran actually took the team out, as I remember as well. Sunderland. I remember Sunderland, man. It was a good game. We bought Michael Thomas, I think, the season after they beat us in the titles. No. Actually, no. 2 seasons after, I think it was. Yeah.
Remember that game there, the Arsenal one, that one? Oh. Oh, that was probably that I would say that is probably one, or if not the one time as a Liverpool fan where it just sort of destroyed you, because there's no coming back from that.
No.
Kept that goal out, we've won the league, you know. So just that moment there, and then we go and buy him. I just didn't really understand that one, you know. I was like, why are you buying this guy? Like, come on, man. It was just weird. That was a weird signing. Paul Ince as well, another one.
Yeah, that was
the
a
guy who was.
signing, right? Man United links, and you're come on, man.
I
The
just
guy
didn't
actually,
understand that one.
while he was playing for West Ham, already trained with Man United, didn't he, or something before he joined them? That's what
Yeah,
they
but
were
for
saying.
me, him coming to us was a bit of a 2 fingers up to United. So that's why I didn't mind that then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, if he really must take Man United. If he's coming to us. Same as Michael Owen, bro. As soon as he went to United, for me, it was done. I'm like, I don't care how many goals he scored. He can do one, bro. You just don't go to Man United if you were like a Liverpool hero for a while, you know. You just
Especially
don't do
come
that.
to the youth system as well. You know, what I mean, it's not like he came into the scene like from a different youth system. He was at Liverpool's youth system. We nurtured the player. We spent that time on him to never play for Man United, and then he goes and plays for them. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of
What's going on in his head, bro? What war is going on? That's a lot with the there's a lot of ex-players who you'll see co-commentating or in the studio, but always going out having to go at Liverpool. I can write a list out who they are. Jamie Redknapp is the only guy who I got respect for. He don't do that. And he's a lot on TV. Bro, I never hear a bad word against Liverpool in any way.
No
That's
way,
why I like Redknapp.
he's just a nice guy. You know what I mean?
I like Redknapp.
You know, like people don't like him because the way he speaks. You know what I mean? They say he doesn't make a lot of sense and all this stuff. But you could see he's been brought up well by Harry and his mum.
Yeah, he's the gift of the gab guy, Harry Redknapp, bro. What a guy. Always like Harry. I wanted him to be Liverpool manager. You know, we had a phase where he could have come. He was good, bro. Harry Redknapp for me. He should have got the England job.
Look at the Tottenham team he introduced, man, with sort of Gareth Bale, you know, Jermaine Defoe, all these players, bro. Like that was amazing. Yeah. That was an amazing team.
Harry Redknapp should have got the England job sometime, in my opinion. Yeah.
He should have, but he didn't really, did he?
I think you know what it was. He went a yes guy. He went a yes man. Harry Redknapp. It would be like up yours. I ain't doing that.
That's what that guy is, isn't it? That's what that guy is, isn't it? Nunes by Bob. Big up, Bob. Bonker says Staunton, McAteer, Phil Babb, Ronnie Whelan, Ray Houghton, John Aldridge, Irish. Yes, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I grew up on these players, bro. Me and Jack grew up on these players. We know. We used to watch Republic of Ireland or ITV back in the day. I remember they used to show those games in England, not Ireland, in England. They used to show these games. World Cup 94, Ray Houghton chipping the Paluca. Come on, bro. We go back.
Yeah.
You know I mean?
I used to support Ireland. I used to support them, bro. I was like, yeah, man.
Jack Charlton is the manager. Come on, mate. We don't bullshit around here. We are true football fans, man. And back in the day, you know what I mean? People, okay, bonkers. A lot of people don't know about this. I know Ray Houghton. I'll tell you why. He was born in Scotland. There you go. Could have played for Scotland, but he played for Ireland.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good fact.
There you go. Yeah, I used to love Ireland, Republic of Ireland back in the day. Special, man.
Mark Lawrenson as well.
Huh?
Mark Lawrenson, I think he's born in England.
Yeah.
He ended up playing for them.
A lot of them born in England that plays for Ireland, didn't it?
Yeah, Phil Babb. Yeah.
Come on, Terry Phelan, the left back. Come on. Before Carl Walker, there was Terry Phelan, boys and girls. See? And if you ask Hamza who Terry Phelan is, and he's a Man City fan, he won't know who it is. I know Terry Phelan because
I know him. Yeah. He had light eyes. He looked a bit like an Indian.
Man, he was amazing.
He was good, bro. He was good.
On that guy, mate.
Yeah, he was different.
Terry Phelan, mate. Terry Phelan all day long.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I remember that team, yeah. What was the goalkeeper's name? Paki Bonner.
Yeah.
That's what
he was a character as well.
Yeah.
He was a character.
Yeah, man. What a team. That 94 World Cup team, they were my favorite, man. I love that team. That's how we bought Phil Babb, because of that World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we thought that Phil Babb was, strong, quick, and all that stuff. He came to Liverpool. He was just another defender. He wasn't all that. Never
Yeah.
rated Liverpool, to be fair. But
But I'm a bit disappointed in how Ireland are right now. When you look at how they used to be,
yeah,
all them players there, that's just from Liverpool.
yeah,
So Liverpool were a top team at that time, you know.
Yeah.
So nowadays, who are Ireland? Because for me, you got Kelleher in goal.
yeah,
Then you got that lad up, Ferguson from Brighton, never fit. He's
Yeah.
meant to be the next top guy, you know. Big figures were talked about with him,
yeah.
and he's never fit. And he's meant to be could be something for Ireland, that what they can use to score goals in games to qualify for tournaments, you know.
Yeah.
Brian, he will know more about that, about the Irish sort of team and stuff.
It's strange, like how they just like they're not at the top anymore, bro. Like it's weird, right? The way they, like you just said, the players that we see nowadays, we don't really know much about them.
We don't know nothing.
We don't know enough. It's like they don't exist. That's how
Yeah.
bad it is, man.
And that's mad.
Yeah, 100%. Abdul says, will Liverpool FC, Richard Hughes, and FSG acquire any players during the January 2025 transfer window? Nope.
No.
Okay, anything to say?
Two no's.
Yes, I did know that. Yeah, they're about.
That's bonkers.
See, bro, I'm not even Irish, man. I'm not even from England, really. And look at me. I studied football. If you know us back in the day, everybody, football was everything to us back in the day. Everything. We need to know what Italy had. We need to know what Germany had. Everything. Like nowadays, Jacob, do you know anything outside Liverpool?
I stick to Liverpool, man.
That is it for us. We don't.
And the thing was, them days to get information is much harder than right now.
Yeah.
We had no Google.
We like
Google
we like the, you know, we like the
discovery
yes
of information, and we went out to go and find that information. Nowadays, it's all there, and you're like, oh, I can't bothered, or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, I understand that. It was good. You had a few magazines and stuff, shoot, match and stuff to get information about this guy in Italy or whatever. Yeah.
With Mo Salah, sorry guys, with Mo Salah, where do you put him in the all-time 11? In your eyes?
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Ahead of Stevie Howey, ahead of, you know, Ian Callaghan, all these guys, it's the greatest players, you know. Ian Callaghan's got obviously the appearance in, and he's a Scouse, of course. But you know, there's so many. Peter Thompson, you could say as well. There's so many.
I'm going with Salah right, Ian Rush middle, John Barnes left.
John Barnes. I don't know about you guys in the chat, but John Barnes has got to be in there, isn't it, man?
Yeah,
he's the most talented guy. Like, a lot technically, and you know, offensively, defensively, everything like you could think of a player. He had it all. You know what I mean? He had the brain of a footballer, didn't he, JK? He doesn't lose the ball much. He works hard for the team back in the day, as I remember. He dribbles. He's probably the best dribbler with Stevie Howey that we had at the club as well. Scores a lot of goals. Scored over 100 goals, didn't he, for Liverpool back in the day? I think won the Player of the Year twice, didn't he, at Liverpool as well? So, yeah, John Barnes has got to be in there, man. And you got Kevin Keegan, you got Kenny Dalglish, Peter Beardsley.
I'm playing probably Dalglish behind Rush.
Huh?
In my team, I'll probably play like the front three, Salah, Barnes, and Rush, and behind Rush, I'll play Dalglish.
Yeah. Who's your two midfielders?
Gerrard.
Yeah.
And probably Souness or McMahon. I like McMahon, but I'll probably go with Souness.
Yeah, right behind me, guys. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, he's looking at me like, nice one, JK.
He's looking at me. You better put me in, otherwise I'm going to get you.
He's seen it this smiling. Pick me, bro.
Is anyone harder than Souness? Anyone harder than Souness?
Nah, man. He was solid, that guy. I missed that in the game. You know, guys like that, just like bang up that.
It was a proper man's game back in the day, bro. Like this football nowadays, man. It gives me a headache, man. Especially the other day, I'm in the stands and thinking to myself, that's a foul, ref? Someone just touching someone on the shoulder is a foul nowadays?
It's a foul. Like, they've tamed the game of football, bro. Like they, for me, yeah, they get yellow cards if they do a dive and stuff. But for me, these guys think there's a swimming pool. It's not a football pitch. It's a swimming pool. The amount of time guys are on the floor, like just like diving here, there, you know. And what it is, the referee, because of the crowd noise, ends up giving it.
It's madness, bro. Absolute madness, man. I don't get it. I don't get what I watch nowadays, man. It frustrates me, man. It really frustrates me, especially when you go to games and you watch that stuff and You just shout and people look at you. You're weird. You know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you not part of the modern day game? No, I'm not. I can't stand people just, diving on just people tapping them on the shoulder, man. I'm not all about that. It's nonsense, man. This ain't no football like that, man. Yeah, Staunton McDear. Yeah, Ray Houghton. Can't believe about that. Ireland, Scotland, Wales, England share significant historic distance, family, food, weather, culture, relationships. Yeah, 100%. Big up, Uncle Rose. Big up, brother. Big up. It's great to see you, Uncle Ross, by the way, man. It's great to see you, man. Finally meet you. You know, I think he could attest for me, and Beijing Barnes could attest for me, JK. Like, you know what some people say, when you meet the person and you already know them on the streams and you chat to them, it's like you already, like, it's nothing's changed. You know what I mean? It's the
You
same
already
person.
know. Yeah.
It's the same person. That's what surprised Uncle Ross. Yeah, he's the same person, man. Nothing.
It should be.
Yeah, bro. Obviously we talked about Salah. What do you think of the goal that we can see the other day, bro? That David goal, Jonathan David goal, but it really pissed me off, bro. That was too easy, in my opinion, for 10 men to score a goal like that.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That can't happen at Liverpool Football Club, man. I'm sorry. Like, your Champions League, you're already through to the last 16 and you're doing that. You know what I mean? I think it's lapse of concentration sometimes that pisses me off with that football club as well, bro.
But like, for me, we don't let sort of good goals in. We always gift it on, like with Santa Claus or something. Like for me, Simicast right there, he could have gave him a napkin.
Yeah.
And a glass of water, he's just prepared a top meal for him. There you go, bro. You ain't done nothing all game. You're not going to do nothing all game, but have this. It was just like, for me, Simicast played pretty well. I reckon if he used to do that, I would have gave him like an 80 at a clean sheet. I think he played pretty well, That was just that one thing we made. And see, that's how football is. You could be 1-0 up all game, 92nd, 93rd minute, little mistake, bang, 1-1, ciao.
100%, bro. Yeah, it just pissed me off. I had to bring that up. Otherwise, you know what it is, guys. Clean sheets matters. You know what I mean? Especially, it's what Arne Slot said after the game. I watched it, of course. I rewatched it. What I liked about his interview after the game is like what JK said. Like, he's impressing him each time he speaks now. They asked him, "Do you not like? You're winning games, but you're not dominating games?" And he talked about the clean sheets and all that stuff. He said, like, in order for us to be dominant, you got to keep clean sheets first. And if we don't concede goals and we beat back the team by 5-0 to 6-0, it shows the dominance is there. But so far, we're not at our best. And I like that, JK, when people say that we're not at our best at the moment, we could improve. And that's what he said, obviously, after the game. And I like that. I really like that. Because I'm not seeing the best of Liverpool at the moment. I'm seeing a team that's winning games, but we're not completely dominating games. Let's just put it that way. Look, like we just talked about this guy. He scored a goal with 10 men. It wasn't the 11 men that scored. It was 10 men that scored. So once we start dominating teams and we're fun to watch, then we could say Liverpool's here. But so far, the most dangerous thing for our opponents is Liverpool is top of the league. Liverpool is, top of the Champions League without being at their best. Imagine when we get there, JK.
This is what I'm saying. Like, we're playing in a lot of games, second gear, third gear. That's the gears we're playing in. And with that, we sort of got more energy preserved. And Slot's doing it a little bit different to Klopp. Klopp's sort of fifth gear straight away, bang, let's get the job done. Where Slot's like, okay, let's just cruise first, second gear, and then let's speed up in the second half, third, fourth gear if we have to. Other than that, don't waste your bloody energy. It's good.
Yeah, I like that. Like you said, like each interview, you could see he's getting better at it, and we're understanding him more. And the way he just said, we're not at our best yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. I like that. I really like that. Abdul said that AC Milan had a very classy team. Dida was all right. I thought Rossi, remember Rossi, the goalkeeper? Before that, the Italian goalkeeper, the big goalkeeper they used to have when George Weah was there. I thought he was phenomenal. Dida, Cafu, Maldini, Nesta, Stam, Seedorf, Kaká, Inzaghi, Gattuso, Shevchenko, Weah, Pirlo, Van Basten, Berezi, Gullit, Costa. I think Costa, yeah. There's Baggio in there. Baggio was at AC Milan. George Weah was at AC Milan. George Weah actually won the Ballon d'Or at AC Milan. That's another. Angelotti was at AC Milan. He was number 10 for them. People don't know. There's so many players, past players, present players for AC Milan that's just out of this world, man. And that's not even on that list.
Yeah, I went to the San Siro one time. I never watched the game though, because I was in Italy and I was a big fan of Milan. You know, I've always been a big fan of them. I always wanted them to win.
I don't know what it is. Liverpool and Milan, there's something. AC Milan, there's something with them too. So I think there's always been something, JK. Because I used to, as a kid, I used to love AC Milan kids. I used to get that AC Milan kit back in the day.
Yeah, the red and black. I used to love it.
Yeah.
They were my Italian team. So when we beat them in Istanbul, it was just magic that day, you know. But when I was there, this guy came up to me. He was like, "Yo, Signore, do you want to buy tickets Inter Roma the next day?" And I was like, "Bro, nah, man. I didn't even know who the guy was. It could have been fake, you know what I mean?" So I left it. But the stadium, wow, what a stadium!
Yeah, amazing San Siro. I've never been to Milan. I'm planning to go. I've been to Rome, but I've never been to Milan. I'd love to go. One day just to watch a game. Liverpool at AC Milan again or something like that. One day. Uncle Rod says, for the record, you are a giant. I'm only 6 foot, mate. I'm not that big, man. I'm not that big. I'm just 6 foot. Everybody thinks I'm a giant, but I'm not. I'm 6 foot, guys. I'm 6 foot. A midget in normal terms, really. Harvey Elliott, the goal he scored and his speech after the game. Did you like it?
Top attitude, man. He's got the right attitude to be a Liverpool player. Some people don't like his speed and stuff, but for me, when you play him out wide, he lacks that speed to get past guys. So for me, play him in the middle somewhere, keep him in the middle of the park, in that area going forward and stuff. And he's been involved assist-wise and goal-wise in the last few games since he's come back into the team. Fair play to him. Top attitude, man. Top little professional.
Did you like what he said after the game? Like when he was saying, like when you're celebrating doing this and you know all this chat around.
Yeah.
Did you like what he said? I'm a Liverpool boy. Obviously, I support Liverpool all my life. I mean, his family's a Liverpool fans, isn't it? So he's born into a Liverpool family, and he said, "I don't want to go. I'm at the place I dreamt of playing, and why would I want to leave? You know what I mean? If I have to fight for a position, that's what I'm gonna do." You know what I mean? And he's not even a Scouser, guys. You know what I mean? This is the impressive part of Harvey Elliott. He's talking like a Scouser, but he's not a Scouser. So it shows people outside Liverpool have as much as passion for the club as the people inside Liverpool. So don't ever underestimate people who are living outside Liverpool and their love for the football club. If you know what I mean, guys.
Yeah. And that's why I respect Elliot, because he's more like Scouse than say Curtis Jones and Trent are.
You don't see Trent talking about Liverpool the way
Elliot does.
I've never seen that. We should be doing it now for the contract reasons. I mean, but he's not. But Elliot, man, listen, I clapped him when I said that. I had a little tear in my eye thinking, like, that's a beautiful statement, man. I mean, because local players are not even saying that. And you've got this kid could have chose Real Madrid over Liverpool, guys. You know that, yeah? He went to Real Madrid, actually, to check out the facilities and the way they are. And then he said, you know what? After the way they treated Salah in that final when Ramos purposely injured him, by the way, I still stand by that. I'm not going to this football club. I'd rather go to the football club that I love, that I support, that my family supports, than go to a club like this that cheated in the Champions League final. That's how much passion this boy's got. I mean, and he's not even a Scouser. Don't forget again, he's not even a Scouser. So don't ever underestimate us outside Liverpool, the way we have passion for Liverpool Football Club, because there's nothing like that, man. Because when people question it, I don't understand. You know what I mean? I don't understand. You have to be born in Liverpool to support Liverpool. What kind of nonsense is that?
We could choose any club in the world if you really look at it. I'm born about 2 hours away from Anfield. You're going to look at it in that way.
I'm born in a different country, mate.
You know what I mean? So for me, you as a human being, you got to choose a team. If you're into football, you're going to choose a team.
Yeah.
You could have supported Man United, Arsenal, Real Madrid, whoever. But you chose Liverpool for a reason. I've got my reasons. Everyone's got a reason why they support Liverpool. Liverpool are a different club to the other 1,000 clubs out there. You know, Liverpool's unique. There's a reason why you support Liverpool. And you see it in the chats and stuff. Everyone's cool. They're sort of on the same sort of page. It ain't like United and Arsenal clubs where they're just at it all the time with each other. Liverpool have always been sort of disciplined, good sort of fan base, you know, and that's why with the social media world, they can't lose their soul in that way, you know. End up like Arsenal, even Tottenham fan base chat shows. They're wild. The respect, there's no respect there. I'm like, yo, even though we might not be doing well, we would sort of, we won't go OTT with it, with the disrespect, you know. Keep it sort of civilized.
Yeah, spot on. 100% spot on, man. Sorry, I missed the T on Harvey Elliott there, but it's okay. Elliott there. Yeah, I thought he was phenomenal when he was speaking. It just shows, innit? It just shows, man. There's more than you like. We talk about certain players and we say certain things. Like I said about him in the last stream, I believe. I said when Arne Slot asked him about what position you want to play, and Endo said I'll play anywhere for the team, and he said I want to play as a number 10. He didn't mean it by arrogance. Now I understand why he said it. If you know what I mean. That means, from what I've heard him after the game, that means he could play for Liverpool anywhere they wanted to play. That's what he said anyway.
Yeah.
He's our Jid says he's our 10 for the future, 100%, bro. I hope so. I want 8 out of 8 in the Champions League table. Get the record. Won't be beaten. Yeah, man. We're just beating every team. We don't even care who they are. I mean, that's the most important thing, bonkers. It's not just like, beating Man City and Real Madrid. We beat them both this season, and we beat them convincingly. Those were the games that we actually won convincingly compared to the other games. If you look at the Real Madrid game and the Man City game in the league, I mean, so it shows like if we have to put it on and play the best football against the best teams, we can do it, 100%.
Bayer Leverkusen 4-0.
Yeah, there you go. And they were impressive last season as well.
Yep.
I want to talk about this guy, man. I felt sorry for him in the game, I sat in the stands again like I always watch certain players, JK, yeah. I don't think he gets the service, bro. I was watching it on Tuesday. I don't think this poor guy gets the service that he needs.
Yeah.
You watched the Brentford game. How did he score those goals? Because he got service, didn't he?
Simple as.
Two crosses. Obviously, he scored goals from it. I watched the game. He kept on pointing over the top. If they passed it over the top, it was overhit. And majority of the time, he was ignored, bro, as well, from what I saw in the game, and really frustrate me. So it's either the players don't like to play with a player like him, or they just I don't know what it's just him. Maybe it's just him. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
what I saw in the game, there was no service towards him, bro. There was no service towards. I felt bad. Like me, I have a go at him nowadays because I said I gave him 3 seasons to get himself correct, and he hasn't done that. But watching him now, bro, yeah, he struggled, bro. Like, there's no service to him, mate. I don't know if the players don't trust him. What do you think, bro?
Like, we've seen in the game prior to the game yesterday, 2 days ago, was that Trent played that square ball, bang.
Yeah.
Elliott came through, little pass to him, not thinking about it, bang. That is, for me, service.
Yeah.
And Bradley was in a position, same as Trent the other day when Trent got his assist.
Yeah.
He could have played the square ball to him. Darwin was there. It was just perfect. And what did he do? He took a shot. His choice at the end of the day. But for me, the service should have been a square ball to Darwin to score.
Yeah.
He don't get service. And a lot of people don't understand the game of football sometimes. And I think, look at Harry Kane. When he ended up leaving Tottenham, he was over the halfway line in his sort of area for Tottenham area, That's how deep he used to come to get the ball.
Yeah.
Why? Because he was thinking, I have to start something, I ain't getting the service or whatever. He's got a lot of goals for Tottenham.
Yeah, of course.
I don't like Darwin, for me, should be staying in that box in front of the goal. Like, he's got legs to run up and down. Yeah, I understand that. But when it comes to attacking wise, get himself there and tell the defenders, right back, left back, wingers, whoever it is, pass the ball to me. I want to score goals. For me, them 2 goals against Brentford, shut up a lot of people. Yeah. It just showed me when you give someone a good service, they will sort of pay with it. They'll get goals. They'll do the job. And for me, if Darwin weren't there that day, it would have been a nil-nil maybe, you know, 2 points dropped. But he came there and he did what we want him to do, score goals. And we want the players around him to appreciate that. But for me, Salah plays better when Darwin plays.
Even Salah plays actually. Even Salah,
you know, he just plays better. He just looks more with it, more lively. I think Darwin running up and down, taking the centre backs and this and that away from Salah to come into that area, it works well for our team. Sometimes that's what people don't understand. Darwin sacrifices his own game sometimes for Salah's game.
Yeah.
And it actually wins his games as well.
Firmino, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit of Firmino.
But bro, look, the other day when Salah scored, in that the way we sort of worked it out and we played the football and got to Salah, Salah kind of played the square ball to Darwin to tap it in. Yeah. But for me, the way Salah scored that goal, I was like, there you go, bro. That's how good Salah is. He could have played the simple pass, but he said, you know what, I'm going to score it. I'm going to do it. Bang, he did it. That's how good Salah is. But he could have played the little pass there. I think if Darwin was Salah running in like that, he would have played the ball to Salah to tap it in.
100%.
I think.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And I think sometimes Darwin needs to be a bit more greedy.
Selfish.
You know?
Selfish, yeah.
Yeah, man. You got to be. If you want to be a top striker, like them 2 goals against Brentford, he did not think about nothing. He just thought, I want to score here. Bang, bang. No thinking about it, just doing the job. And that's, I think it's a concentration thing with him.
Spot on. We might get, i.e., Madrid at PSG, Bayern, or City next Champions League. Just get them out as soon as possible, in my opinion, mate. I mean, it's not like we're in a bad form. Yeah. Hendo was just like a water carrier. Very limited football ability. He got very lucky to be LFC captain. He got carried to those trophies. Nah, bro. I think he played his part, mate. I know what you're saying. You know, like, it's not sometimes what you need to realize. Not all the great teams don't have the most talented players on the pitch. It's what they do on and off the pitch that counts in football clubs. And he might not be the most talented player in regards to footballing ability, but he did something on the pitch that many people wish for, and that's leading the team in the right way and getting them over the line to win trophies. You know what I mean? So I thought it was brilliant. I thought like playing the number 8 role, like running for Trent and players like that. And sometimes when Fabinho needed the rest, playing the number 6 role and playing in that position, making it look like effortless was like, that's the talent alone. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think people need to calm down with Henderson, bro. I think the disrespect is too much, in my opinion. And it's funny, like when he's there, nobody says that, but when he leaves, a lot of people talk about him. You know what I mean? That's what I don't understand.
Like, what did he do wrong? Actually, you know, like for me,
apart from winning titles,
he put a lot of energy in his Liverpool career. He got up every day, morning, cold. He was their captain. Not one player has come out and said, "Oh yeah, Hendo did this. He said this against me." Whatever. No one's ever moaned about Hendo at the club, the players or whatever. Trent thanked like Hendo. He said Hendo helped him a lot when he came onto the scene.
Even Curtis Jones said it the other day when he was interviewed. There you go.
There you go. I think
still helps them now.
Sort of being looked down on. If he played for Man United, they would have been bigging him up. He's an ex-Brian Robson and this, that, and the other, bro.
Carrick and that stuff. Yeah. Spot on. Abdul says LFC upcoming fixtures: Ipswich Town, PSV, Bournemouth, Tottenham, Plymouth, Everton. We need to win and improve every game. You know, winning a lot of games is difficult for us at the moment. I can't remember this season actually us winning 3 games in a row. So we'll have to wait and see. But we just take a game at a time.
Well, we've won 2 now in a row.
Yeah, that's a first for a while.
We've got Ipswich next, and when you look at them fixtures there, if you had to pick 5 fixtures, I'm taking them 5 there. Like it could have been worse. Plymouth away, FA Cup, no problem. That's cool. I would have preferred if it was at Anfield. But I'm taking them fixtures. I can't wait for that Tottenham game out of them fixtures. That's the one I'm looking. I can't
one
wait.
Game away from the final, 1-0 down. Do you think we're gonna give up like that, people?
No way. It's half time, bro. For me, I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk. That's half time. Anfield, different game, different ball game.
Yeah, it's true. Abdul says Liverpool 2-1 Lille. Goal we conceded was presentable. The cross could have been blocked, and there was a mix-up in the defense.
Yeah,
They don't play
I
together
got
a
it.
lot, so it's understandable, isn't it? Roberts is the left back normally, in it, so it's understandable why. But with time, I think they'll get better. I've got no doubt about that. 100%. Big up, Gene. Big up,
God bless
Jane.
you.
Great day to you, Fozzy, JK, and chat.
Bless.
Much love.
Great to see you, man.
Big up, Gene. What she's saying, that was makes a great squad. That's what makes it a great squad. Yeah, 100%. 100%. If you're talking about the Henderson thing, we was talking about, yeah. It's been like that for a while. I think they just don't trust him. Who's that? You're talking about?
I'm probably on about Darwin, I think.
Oh, Darwin. Oh,
Not
I
scoring
think his
goals.
previous
Yeah.
performances, i.e., his continued offside, makes it hard to pass to him. I substantially,
Well,
subconsciously.
I've played the 10 position, and for me, Darwin's the type of guy I want up front.
Yeah.
Like, he's running non-stop. Like, I would give him such good passes. It's just the way the type of guy I want to play up front with, you know?
Yeah.
Darwin's the type of guy, he can just play him through. He might not score, but he's going to worry their defense. And football's like that. You've got to worry their defense so they're set up and control the game. And he does that.
Yeah, 100%. And Jed says that the players think it will result to a turnover. Okay. Big up, Robert. Big up, brother. Maguire. Oh, hopefully not related to, you know.
I think he's an Irish fan as well.
Yeah, I could be mistaken, but it could be mistaken. But I think I saw Nunes apologize to Salah for the Brentford game for scoring that. Yeah, I think you know what, you could be right. Let me come on to that. You could be right. I think even JK knows about this scoring that last goal. He took it off Salah. I think you could explain your bit, JK. I'll explain mine. Carry on. Go on, bro.
No. Like, for me, he could have left it to Salah and no one would have scored. It was just weird. And for me, seeing Darwin just think, you know what, I'm taking this. That's what I liked about that goal. Like, Salah was running in, bro. Salah, you know Salah, he wants to score goals. That's what he does. But for me, seeing Darwin just take over, and that's what Darwin's like. You apologize to him, bro. That's how. Like, come on, man. He's a nice guy, Darwin.
Yeah, I saw that as well. Robert, I saw that, man. I saw that. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I saw him like talking to him, and Salah said to him, it's after the game actually. It was when the whistle was blown, they were shaking hands to everybody, and Salah said to him, "Shut up," and he walked away from him. Like, don't worry about it. He said to him, "Yeah, I know what you mean. But you should not apologize, man. You're a goal scorer. We bought you for that much money to be a goal scorer, not to be an apologetic player, man."
Simple as. Yeah.
What about Hendo disrespect to Klopp when he left? I don't know about that, bro. I don't know what the reason was. But you know, with me, I more or less concentrate on players, you know, playing for Liverpool Football Club outside of the pitch. Well, Salah still plays for Liverpool. He disrespected Klopp on live TV. You know what I mean? So I don't think a lot of people are asking those questions. You know what I'm saying? But
but for me, bro, you can't keep it plain sailing. Like, they're humans. You know what I mean? They're gonna piss each other off now and again. It could be anything. But for me, the Klopp was so long at Liverpool. Who were the guys you really fell out with? For me, Sacco was the one guy.
Yeah.
Other than that, not too many. And that's hard to keep that sort of flow in a club for that long. Look at Man United. Yeah. Their managers are falling out with players like non-stop. I think Ten Hag ended up spending most of his career at United cleaning up their mess with the players.
Yeah.
He wasn't no manager. He never had the time to do it.
Yeah. Do you remember we was discussing Federico Chiesa a few months ago, a month ago, when I said to you, maybe weeks ago, when I said to you all, he'll be important in the second half of the season, JK?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's come.
At last. Yeah.
That's 2 games now, people. Chiesa has influenced both games some way, somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So it shows they were saving him up for this part of the season.
Second half of the season. Him, Elliott, Szoboszlai have all been resurrected in the last few weeks. Them 3 guys, big time needed that from the midfield. Energy. Chiesa coming into it now. Oh, yo. we don't know what we're going to get from this guy. And that's
No.
the good thing about football sometimes, when you don't know what you're going to get. And it's nice to know that, to see that, you're like, oh, okay. So well done, Chiesa, man. Showing a bit of fitness, energy.
Yeah.
And he don't mess about, bro. That's what I like about him. Look at the shots he's probably taken. I'd love to know the stats about it, how many shots he's taken since he's played the last few minutes in games. He's taken a few.
What I like about him, JK, is what you just said. He cuts in and shoots. He don't muck about. He makes the goalkeeper work. That's what we always ask for people. Remember, we want to see games where the goalkeeper gets worked. And if you look at the Man United game, did we work, apart from the 2 goals we scored, did we work on Onana? No. He's one of the worst goalkeepers in the history of the Premier League, and he comes out of Anfield with a draw. You know what I mean, and only 2 goals conceded. So with Chiesa, what people don't understand is this kid a few years ago was, they were saying he was talented. They were saying he's worth around 100 million, maybe more. If you know what I mean? All of a sudden we forget about that. We shouldn't, because he has that talent. And when I'm watching him right now, when I see him in the games, when he's coming on, it reminds me a bit of Mane kind of vibes, guys. Like, he runs a lot. He doesn't give up. He shoots when he has to. He passes when he has to. And, he's got more to come. And that's the frightening thing about it. The most important thing here, guys, is if you look at the Premier League now, nobody knows a lot about Chiesa. So when he comes onto games, in those tight games that we can't score in, he can be the difference, because they don't know how to play against him yet. If he played at the start of the season, everybody would have found out how to play against him now. Do you get what I'm saying, JK? I don't know if he's there. JK, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So the second part of the season, he's going to be an important player for us, in my opinion. So expect goals to come, expect creativity to come, and a lot more
surprises
coming from him as well, because he had a lot of rest and a lot of time on the training to get himself ready for this part of the season. And I said it, he could be the player for the next part. Everybody saying next season. I said no. Second part of the season, you're going to see a different player that's going to change fortunes.
It's like Man City, bro. The reason why they win so many leagues is because second half of the season they smash it.
Yeah.
And because of Chiesa, Elliott, and Szoboszlai, sort of, they're at that level now where they're ready to go. Is sort of going to help us in the second half of the season, hopefully. And as Gene says, he looks hungry now. Sitting on the bench for so long, sort of rumors coming out, he misses Italy, he might go on loan, and like, who makes these stories up on Twitter? He might go to Roma on loan. I'm like, who told you that, bro? Like, who actually told you that? Like, where is that information coming from? Chiesa looks like he's happy at Liverpool. You've seen him in training. The way he celebrated the first goal of Salah, the way he celebrated with Elliott the other night.
Came on the pitch, on the side.
He came on the pitch. Yeah. He looks happy to me.
Nah, but when you should realize there's a lot of stories being made up is when Harvey Elliott said, I never said these things. I didn't say I want to leave Liverpool. Where did that come from? Like, I'm going in clubs left, right, and center. Where did that come from? It doesn't make any sense. It shows people are making up stories that people basically want to have a go at our players. You know what I mean? Chiesa, you never heard Chiesa say, how can he be at Liverpool for 1 week and wants to leave? I mean, how many players in the past have left Liverpool and still lived in the city? Still own a house in the city. Even Rafa Benitez still owns a house in the city. I mean, how can people say things like that? I'm telling you right now, guys, when people leave Liverpool, it's impossible to leave the city, man, because there's nothing like it. People love this football club from it doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter where you're from. There's a lot of players that still live around Liverpool. Even Paul Ince, ex-Man United player, still lives around there. So it shows like the togetherness, the family, environment that we have. Nobody's like that. With Chiesa, I remember when he came through the door, the way he was smiling, the way he was happy. 1 week later, he's gonna say, "I'm homesick."
Like, he even went to the United game last season away. He went there and he was smiling and everything. No, this season, I mean, like at the United away game we had, he was there, and like United fans were trying to give him a little bit of aggro, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember.
And he was like, okay. the guy just wants to play football. He's at that age now where he don't know how long he's going to play for. He just wants to play ball now. And I think the way Slot sort of done it with him, we were all like, where is he? When's he going to play? And what it is, the club guys, Slot, for example, is like, I'm not going to chuck Chiesa in because the fans want it. I'm going to chuck him in when he's ready. And it's been a bit of a sort of journey where we're like getting a bit aggravated, like, when's he going to play, blah, blah, blah. But for me, what's the point of playing him when he's not even ready?
Exactly, mate. Spot on.
And now he looks it. Wow.
Frightening, bro. He looks frightening, man. He doesn't care like who you are. He'll still try to dribble past you. And not only that, it's the hard work and grit that I like about him as well. He's working for the team, if you know what I mean. And like you said, every single time we score a goal, he's the first one to, celebrate with the players. Even when he was in the picture against Brentford, who was chasing Nunes both times. It was him. I mean, Gene says, I love the fact that Chiesa looks hungry. Yeah, we all love it. We all love it, Gene. Chiesa will win us the Prem too. Is it
penalties?
Penalties. His feet are slick. Yeah.
I think
if you look, like the Accrington Stanley game when we saw him score that goal, that's just a taster. He actually scores a lot of goals like that from long range as well. He ain't afraid to shoot, Gene. He's a very good, shooter of the ball. Let me just put it that way. Not as talented as his dad, because I used to love his dad back in the day when I used to watch him, Badgers and all that stuff. But the kid's got talent, man. The kid's got talent. Go on, JK.
I think him and his dad are the only footballers, dad and son sort of relationship, who have scored at a stadium or something like that. Or was it Anfield?
Anfield, yeah.
Anfield. That's the mad stat, Took a long time. The years that went through from where he scored it, I think, for Italy, and for him to score. Good little player. When you look at it, 10 million.
Bargain, man.
It's a bargain in that way because of how football changes, bro. Because a few weeks ago, these were the rumours. Chiesa is unhappy. He might go to Roma or whoever. And Harvey Elliott might go to Dortmund.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's happened in the last few weeks is this. Chiesa's come on, scored goal, whatever. Elliott, same. He actually did that goal celebration, like, give it a rest now. There you go. Don't always believe what people put out there. People like clickbait. Harvey Elliott on his way to Dortmund.
Yeah.
What for? A beer? What? What's he going for? Little holiday? Come on, man. And that's why for me, like Endo, Harvey Elliott, and Chiesa were the three guys Liverpool fans wanted to get rid of this window. Let's work that one out, bro. Those three guys were being pushed by Liverpool fans saying, yeah, he's going there, he's going there. I'm like, why do you want to get rid of these guys for? We're not going to buy no one.
Yeah.
You understand?
It's like the fuzzy old saying, innit, JK, when I said, I was thinking about it one day, like selling player here, selling player there. Then I realized there's no players going to come in. So you might as well keep them. And then you look at the Klopp's era, and then you think to yourself, why is he always signing contracts with these players that's, past their peak or whatever it is? Then you realize, because if he gets rid of them, there's nothing coming in. So he might as well just keep them. I'd rather keep players than get rid of them because there's nothing going to come in out the other way. Let's just be honest, mate.
Yep.
JK, the table. What do you think of it, bro? Doesn't that look pretty?
Look at that. There's some big dogs there in that table.
Telling you, bro.
There's some big dogs in there, Wow. Come on. That's just... You can't get better than that.
No.
When you look at it. 7 times 3 is 21. There you go.
Wow.
There you go. Come
Last
on, man.
16, we're qualified, people. We've got one more game to go against PSV, but we've qualified, people. I mean, it's called heritage, That's something Man City don't have, I'm saying? Man City don't have that.
We get a point. We finish top. Guaranteed top.
Yeah.
Barcelona
is winning their games as well. I think we could beat them easy, man. I honestly think that. I think it's all overhyped, this Barcelona thing that you see on on the mainstreams, and when you watch them, all that stuff. Like, they're beating teams they're supposed to beat. You know what I mean, guys? But they struggle at certain games. Apparently, they struggle against Benfica. They scored the last minute, I've heard, and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I think injury time. They had loads of injury time.
Yeah. There you
My
go.
brother was like, it was like they were waiting to blow the final whistle when Barcelona got the winner. It was like that sort of game. Weird. But Hansi Flick did a good job there. He sort of settled them, got them scoring goals,
Yeah.
doing something.
With limited resources, by the way. You know what I mean? He hasn't got money or anything like that. You know what I mean? He can't spend, can he? Really? Yes, Gene, you're spot on there. Yeah, we're the first team in this format. Yeah, to be at the top. It's good.
Yeah.
We're making history. Yeah, you're spot on. We're making history that can be remembered in the future. You know what I'm saying? But
And also, we had a record until we let that goal in against Lille. We've kept the clean sheet the longest in history. Before us, it was Rafa Benitez in the 2005 one.
Yeah,
that had the record, and we've taken that record now. So it's going to be hard to get that sort of record. I think no one will really break that. You know, defensively, wow.
Yeah. Robert, I'm not an expert, but I'm sure someone's put it in here already. I think it was Steve that put it in. Let me check. It's potentially. Who did he put? He put someone there earlier. Because, mate, you need to be a math. You need to be good at maths to understand this format. To be fair, guys.
What it is, it's the top 8 qualified without playing a playoff. The rest of the 16 play a playoff. So whoever wins them 8 will go into that next phase of the tournament. So for me, not playing them 2 games is a sort of blessing.
Yeah.
Whoever's going to play them 2 games, like Man City, might have to. Right now, Man City are not qualified for that phase. They'll be out.
Oh, if Man City don't get a result in that game, if they get a draw or a loss, do they get out? Are they out? Or?
Yeah, Club Brugge. Club Brugge is doing pretty okay.
Club Brugge, don't they?
It's just tricky to for them. They need to win. That's the main thing they could do. Win.
Yeah, this is where he said we might get Madrid, PSG, Bayern Munich, or City in the next Champions League game. Wow, that's madness.
Bayern got battered as well, 3-0.
Yeah.
Vincent Company, how are you hiring him? Why are you hiring him? I don't really understand that sort of thing, but they got beat 3-0. Can't believe it.
Yeah. Big up, 12 man, as always. Big up, brother. Big up. Hello, chat. Hello.
We should have had him with us as well. He could have came on.
Yeah, if he's free, he could send me. If he's free. Yeah. With the Champions League standards, I don't know anything, guys. I really don't know anything about Champions League standards. But JK just cleared that up for you guys. That's something I have to look at thoroughly and try to understand it more. JK, I want to ask you a question. Are you happy with this new format of the Champions League, the way it is? I know we're top.
I'm going to say it before we're at the top right now. So I'm going to say yeah, but I don't like the format. I think it's taken that. I like that group phase, sort of you're in control of your own destiny sort of thing. This is a bit chaotic for me. It's a bit wild. There's too much going on, you know. Football is in the wrong hands. I've said that. VAR, this, here. Just a lot of things in football I don't really agree with. And this Champions League thing, it's too much going on. We're playing an extra 2 games.
Yeah. But
we don't really need to play. Yeah, not for me. I don't really like it.
You like the old one, the table. And,
the old school way.
Yeah, I understand, bro. Does the UEFA Cup come into this as well? Or they stopped that? If you know anything about that.
I think that's not happening no more, I don't think.
Thank
that's
God,
a good question. Yeah. I don't think that's happening.
Raised me, how can you be at the Champions League and then be in the Europa League? It doesn't make any sense, man.
Yeah, that's not good.
You're out, man.
You're out. Carry on with your domestic league, whatever. I didn't like that where teams from the Champions League fall into that Europa League. The Europa League teams are already wishing, you know what, we ain't got that many hard teams to deal with to win it, and we can qualify for the Champions League next season for that. But as soon as imagine Man City, Bayern drop into that, they're going to win it, ain't they? So,
100%. Yeah, man, 100%, bro. We're coming to the end of the show, guys. As you can see on the table, Liverpool, whitewashed the group stage. I love it, man, because we deservedly obviously been there, undefeated, winning every game. Big up, Colin, as always, brother. Big up for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, bless up, Colin.
Pick up Gene too. For getting first or second, they will skip the knockout. Oh, okay. Knockout playoffs and play one-off winners of the matches between the 17th, 18th, and 15th, 16 seeds in the round of 16. There you go, people. I hope 12-man cleared it. If you want to know things like that, you go to that channel, man.
I'll put his link in the chat as well.
Yeah, you go to that channel. If you want to know everything about Liverpool, listen, more than all of us, 12-man is your guy. Go to his channel, man. He's brilliant at what he does. I mean, and he deserves everything he's getting. Trust me, guys. Trust me. Getting top of the table should mean you get a low seed team in qualifiers. I don't know about that, Robert, because unfortunately, in qualifiers in what sense? In here now or before that? I don't. JK, do you understand what I'm trying to say? It qualifies in what now? That's what it means, isn't it, JK? It's talking about like whoever comes through the qualifiers. JK, you there?
No. What it is, I think for the next, this is what I'm saying. I need to have a
It could be a big team in it still. You know what I mean? They might not be doing well in the Champions League, but it could be like Steve said, it could be Real Madrid, it could be someone else. I mean, Bayern Munich or someone like that after the playoffs. Okay, I get you, bro. I get you.
After the playoffs,
yeah. And it could be a big name, man. I mean, some you know what worries me, JK? Some teams are slow burners, aren't they, bro? They start slow and then they just get better as the season goes along. That's what's worrying me. And we might get someone like that, if you know what I mean. So yeah, first, second, all their games. Second leg is always at home. Yeah, that's true, 100%. This is 12-man's channel, people. Please go and subscribe to that. Appreciate that if you do for us, please. Go for it. Help the man in every way after the playoffs. Okay. Yeah. Actually, that's Irishman's channel. There you go. Yeah, bro. Thanks for coming on as usual, bro. We're gonna keep building this as much as we can, as I said. And I appreciate you guys honestly on the chat, like coming on and helping us out. It means a lot, trust me. And JK coming on means a lot as well.
You're welcome, bro. Privilege.
Tomorrow.
Top guys in the chat as well. You know, there's a group of Liverpool fans. We need to keep it like this. Keep it like we've got to support the team. You know, there's no agendas. You know, that's the way it should be.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Guys, big up to everybody. It's time to go. Time to watch more football and just chill for tomorrow. I could be back tomorrow. I just want to see what's around Liverpool news-wise. So I could be back around 12 o'clock before I go to work, obviously at 7. So we'll just check me out on here, man. Just check me out here. And JK is going to be on 12-man show, Irishman show. There's the links to everything that he's on. He's one. This is the Irishman. And that is the 12th man. So please, go subscribe to every YouTube Liverpool fan. Obviously, everybody's doing their own thing, and different opinions helps everybody else. You know what I mean? So you might not like what I'm saying today. You might get it somewhere else, if you know what I mean. So go and support every Liverpool channel because everybody deserves it. From obviously Ensman, Uncle Rods, there's Husam that came on here in the chat the other day. Everybody, man. Everybody. Just support everybody, man. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. There's no egos here. We're a family. And that's what it's all about. All right, guys. That's me done. That's JK done. We'll see you soon. Take care, everybody.